So, if this video is called what I'm planning on calling it, those bright sparks amongst you thinking that title is stupid, yes, I know, I did it on purpose. But honestly, this whole thing is about to get really, really dumb. So enjoy. And if I didn't call it that, it's probably because I forgot. And this has been completely pointless. Just like all my content.
Hello. Hi, it's Kristen.
Ah, yes, it's this lady, the Christians Against Dinosaurs lady, and she is just a treat. But last time we spoke, a number of you brought up that these guys were definitely 100% trolls, guys. But unfortunately, every ounce of evidence for that position I have seen has been, this is too stupid to be true, when, come on, unless you're new to the internet, you should know people believe all kinds of wacky crap. Oh, and there's like a photo of them in provocative fancy dress. Like, these guys believe some stupid shit, but if you think that lot is irrefutable evidence against them being earnest, you aren't far off. Sorry, not sorry. But no, I have deep dived into them, and I am all but certain that they are genuine. Mostly because she does the idiot special in one of her videos. That is, making a video while driving. We will get to that one on another day. Anyway, take it away, you fascinating person.
Just wanted to talk to you tonight a little bit about, surprise, dinosaurs.
Gasp! And yes, I said gasp because I am that shocked by this revelation. Also, I just realised something. We can have some fun with one of my most maligned non-arguments. The theist favourite, atheist quote-unquote debunk. For someone who doesn't believe in God, you sure like to talk about him. Ha. Oh, you witty mother flipper, you caught me. I don't talk about religious stuff because I find it interesting and or because it still factors in daily to a lot of modern discourse. No, it's because I secretly believe. Smart. But yeah, the same argument can be used against Christians against Diny Boys. And frankly, I think it's despicable that they would believe so flagrantly like that. Disgusting.
I wanted to specifically talk about the aerodynamics of dinosaurs.
Okay, that's a bit of a strange take, but sure, maybe you've spotted something in this likely oft-ignored portion of dinosaur discovery. I mean, they could be pretty aerodynamic, I guess. Your average diny is a bipedal lizard and, well, they have a fairly sleek design, but honestly, I'm genuinely looking forward to what insight she's going to bring to this conversation with this very interesting angle.
And the lies that these paleontologists have been feeding you?
Paleontologists don't feed me. They're always so skinny and nerdy and usually covered in dust and crap. No, I prefer something like your average basement-dwelling hardcore gamer. A lot more meat on them bones, and whilst they are covered in dust, it's usually Cheeto dust, which is frankly delicious.
For your entire lives? In exchange for millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. No, love. Now, the average pay appears to be around 90k, which is nothing at all to sniff at, although they are far from all earning that kind of compensation. And even if they do, they probably earned it from learning a shitload about their topic of choice and making discoveries, etc. And yeah, I know you have no idea what learning is, but I'll explain. It's that thing that you do with books to absorb information from them. No, not eating them, for God's sake.
Pat on the back by the liberally biased media.
Oh, yeah, those damn liberals back at it again, believing in dinosaurs like a bunch of arseholes. Also, does reporting on the factually accurate existence of dinosaurs make you liberally biased? I had no idea. Fox News will be pleased. Funny.
And big high five from all the feminists out there who want to kill babies and...
What has... Even if that was true and not a ridiculously inflammatory straw man, what the f*** that got to do with the aerodynamics of dinosaurs? I'm pretty sure it's absolutely pissing nothing. But then again, I am clearly not as smart as someone who thinks that all fossils are made from plaster of Paris.
Scream at their bodies, their whatever the heck they scream. So tonight I wanted to talk to you about the pterosaur, silent P.
Wait, you want to talk about pterosaurs? But those aren't dinosaurs. Wait. Oh God, you think pterosaurs and dinosaurs are the same thing, don't you? Of course you do. Of course you couldn't do the 12 seconds of research it takes to find out that they and dinosaurs are different goddamn things. Like, why do all these types always bang on and on about doing your own research when they clearly haven't done any themselves? It's infuriating.
What else are you hiding? Just kidding.
Right, I do have to have a little word with you about the sheer quantity of thirsty comments from the last video with this woman, because I just know that's going to set you all off again. And I have to say, come on people, have some goddamn self-respect. Seriously, the amount of "she dumb but me defo would" comments were ridiculous. And no, I could never see myself being intimate with someone this profoundly idiotic. I don't like it when people drool on my face.
And so what the pterosaur was it was a flying dinosaur.
No, it wasn't. It just wasn't. That's the kind of I haven't learnt anything about this topic since I was 3. And people would just simplistically group things together. If you had actually had more formal education beyond that point, you would know that pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. They are basically distant cousins, biologically speaking, but that in no way makes them dinosaurs. In the same way that humans aren't dogs just because they're all mammals. Or probably a better analogy, but you get my point.
And it had big leathery wings, very wide, and it supposedly flew.
Well, leathery is inaccurate since, well, leather is made from dead things. So unless they're zombie pterodactyls and, oh God, zombie pterodactyls. Great, now I have a new irrational fear. Thanks a lot. Gotta be watching out for those bloody things for months now. Ugh, fantastic.
So, I wanted to first cite an experiment that was done in Minneapolis in 2002.
Oh, wow, an actual experiment. Being cited by a woodiot. Well, I am impressed. Usually you guys just believe stuff for no reason, but you have been upgraded to probably for a really bad reason instead. Well done. Most of you guys never get past the first stage, so genuinely, grats.
And what this experiment was they wanted to take something that they knew would fly.
Oh, like humans. No, really, the humans can totally fly. Yep, but only when you throw them off of a really high place. It's like an instinct that kicks in when, very specifically, thrown as hard as you can from as high a place as you can find, like a bridge. Test it out for yourself. And this totally isn't just me trying to speed along my plans of killing all humans or nothing. No! Please note, Sir Sick is totally trying to kill all humans, and you should disregard all claims he makes to their abilities and durability. And we take no responsibility to any damage done to your human should you follow his extremely sexy advice.
And they knew would glide as the control in an experiment. And what they decided to use was a kite.
Ah, kites. Those things that are famously anything like a pigging pterosaur. Well, I guess there are those kites that look a bit like a pterodactyl or what have you, so as long as it looks like one of them, I think that will make the experiment 110% legit, so I'll allow it.
And so they took this kite and they took it to the top of a 4-story building.
Ah, see, they already made their first mistake. You take kites to the park, where there's space to move and run around. If you take your kite to the top of a building, all that's going to happen is you're going to run straight off the edge of the building to a big splatty death. And, wait, you know what? Never mind. I totally approve of this method. Please continue.
It was 70 feet tall. And so they let it go off of the building, and at 2 seconds, it was down to 65 feet.
I gotta say, oh my God. that picture dough. It's just so scientific, especially with the tiny little people on top of the building. It's exactly the kind of high science diagram I would expect from a well-respected scientific institute, like Super Happy Fun Time Play World Bar and Grill, where you take your kids to ignore them for 5 hours while you get drunk and fat. Long name I know, but it's great. And that's the exact level of sciencing the parents can do after 5 hours there, because it's always happy hour. Hence the name.
At 5 seconds, it was down to about 45 feet. And then at 7 seconds, it was all the way down to about 30 feet.
Well, the accuracy of those measurements really speak to the quality of the sciencing going on here. I mean, the distances have clearly been eyeballed by experts. Can't fault them for their attention to detail and accurate records of about so far and the like. Clearly pros.
So, in the scale drawing, you can see how the kite flew on its own off the building.
See, I think that's another way that you can tell that they aren't actually taking the piss. Because it would be literally impossible to call that a scale drawing with a straight face. In fact, I am pretty sure you couldn't do any of this without falling to the ground and suffocating on the abject ridiculousness of every syllable uttered in this video. Unless you were being dead serious. And that's a fact backed up by the science.
And what they wanted to do was test out this theory that the pterosaur was actually real and that it had leather wings.
Okay, but you really should open with what they are testing. I mean, how are we supposed to be able to tell if their brilliant experiment is totally not a giant waste of time if we don't know that from the off? Oh, right, we can tell because you're describing it. I forgot it.
So what they did was they took a very similar substance, a very similar thing, and they put it on the kite and let it go.
They put something on the kite. Okay, I'm not sure how that would work, but I'm willing to find out. Hopefully it won't be something really stupid that they put on it, rendering the entire experiment not only void, but just about the most moronic thing anyone has ever done to prove a point. I have no idea why I used 5 realies. Probably wasn't enough anyway.
So they took a leather jacket out of their closet. And as you can see, they equipped the kite with the leather jacket.
Oh God, it wasn't enough realies. How do you even? I think you broke my brain. Give me a second to just... that's better. Nothing like a bit of percussive maintenance to fix the old noggin. Doing it more and more these days for some reason. Anyway, yeah, what the hell? They put or equipped the kite with a leather jacket. How is that supposed to prove anything other than we don't know how to create an experiment that makes any goddamn sense?
And they're still at that same 70 feet, but at 2 seconds, they're already down to the 45 feet.
Right, so shockingly, when you take a normal kite that is designed to support its own weight when hit with a gust of wind and attach a great big heavy leather jacket to it, it falls faster. I know, it's so astounding that would happen. One would think that it would make it fly upward instead, but that just goes to show what a stupid no-brainer I am.
At 5 seconds, they're down to 12 feet, and at 7 seconds, they're all the way down to the ground at 0 feet. So in this scale drawing, you can see the whole difference of where that kite was at each stage of the experiment.
I genuinely don't understand what the hell they were actually trying to prove. I mean, had they, I don't know, made a kite of similar design out of, well, preferably what a pterosaur's wing would have been, akin to at least, and not just any old piece of material. But even if they did use just a random piece of leather, this experiment is stupid because they aren't replacing the original material but adding to it. I would make a new kite from it, but then I am an idiot. So what the hell do I know?
After 7 seconds, the kite was on the floor when it was equipped with this leathery wing.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Is that what they were trying to do? Holy shit, it's dumber than I thought. What makes you think that just attaching random bits of crap to a thing that was designed without those random bits of crap wouldn't just completely ruin its design and therefore function and make it not work properly? Especially a great big floppy piece of material that's not even the same substance as the original. You have to design a kite with the planned material in mind and not just staple shit to a kite you brought from the shops, you dumb motherfuckers.
Could it have happened in real life? You tell me. Go to your closet and grab a leather jacket. Open up your window and throw it out. What do you think's gonna happen?
Someone's gonna steal my leather jacket? I mean, I'm sure that's gonna make them pretty happy, but now I'm out one leather jacket, along with the humans who was in it at the time. I mean, I thought they could fly, but I guess we weren't high up enough apparently.
Guarantee you it's not gonna fly. It's not gonna go gliding off into the breeze. It's gonna fall like a sack of bricks. Now imagine that leather jacket is 40 feet across.
Why would it be so small? You have no idea how chonky I am after a couple of days feasting on cats and humans. They are very calorific. And some of you might be confused about the previously mentioned humans wearing the jacket, but no, I didn't say wearing, I said in the pocket for snacks. Now someone else gets to eat him. Gutted.
Like the pterosaur. 40-foot wingspan. With these leather-like membranes.
Right, you keep talking about leather, but do you mean like flesh? Because we have a bunch of critters who fly using fleshy wings like bats etc. And there is no reason to believe that a bigger critter would have any trouble achieving the same. It would just be like a really goddamn big bat. Oh, fantastic. Now the zombie pterosaur also has a bat head. What the hell is wrong with me?
On their wings, tiny little tail that does not allow for leverage, and these bulging eyes, which have been shown to not be good for flight.
It's almost like it was a relatively early flying creature and some kind of process refined those features to make them more well suited for flight. If only we knew something that could do that. But unfortunately, no one's come up with evolution yet. I mean, what?
So this dinosaur supposedly flew.
And we've come full circle. This dinosaur wasn't a dinosaur, you dumb asshole. Maybe if you had bothered to actually look it up, you might have learned other things like what am words and how to not do the big dumb on the internet. Although don't do that, because these are still hilarious. Keep up the bad work.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstar Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos. And she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the